Good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday night. And nobody on this show got knocked out by anybody they know. Welcome to another episode of the Illuminerdi Wrestling Order. I am Jay. That is Pumps. That is Nate, depending on what side they're on. And we're going to talk about some wrestling, of course, and maybe a few other topics. So let me bring in the... I'm going to start with Pumps this week and give Nate a full drum roll. How you doing, Pumps?
Pretty good. It's been a pretty good week. Not a good week in wrestling, but a pretty good week.
It's been an okay week. And of course, our brother, our friend in the dark hood, looking real mom spaghetti right now. Our boy Nate.
She said looking real mom spaghetti.
You was looking down like it was about to be ugly.
It hasn't been the greatest day for your boy.
But Bob and Weaven's Instagram story was chef's kiss, baby.
Yeah.
It's a shame he's private, but if you know, you know.
Well, that's why I recorded all of his stories and then posted it on my page, so you can see how my afternoon went. I'm obviously a Green Bay Packer fan. It didn't work out well.
What's the helmet?
No, there was all right, buddy. Don't get me more fired up than I already need to be. It was not our most shiny moment. So here we are.
Here we are indeed.
We've all lost to Tom Brady in a big game. I mean, that's just, as a Panthers fan, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not even a huge football fan like that, and I'm still like Tom Brady. So,
but I got the cure for it, Nate.
Oh, there he is, Malibu. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. Listen, if you know me, I am a diehard. I don't mean to turn this into sports real quick, but I am a diehard Clipper fan, and for a long time. And after they fucking ripped my heart out and ate it in front of me during the NBA playoffs, I said to myself, listen, why do you care so much? You need to not care so much about professional sports. Like, you can't let it fuck you up, right? And I'm like, you know what? That's it. I don't care anymore. I like my teams, but I'm not going to let it affect me. And the Dodgers won the World Series, and that was fantastic. And then this morning, I told my girl when we got up, we went for a walk, and I said, I have butterflies in my stomach, and that's not okay. I had butterflies in my stomach, and I wasn't even going to do a show. Like, I still get, like, the only time I get those is when I'm going to perform, in my music or whatnot.
Laundered Words out now.
Yes, Laundered Words. And I got them this morning, and I just said, you still care. You still care a little too much, don't you, buddy? Still care a little too much. And I actually had a little epiphany.
Yeah, you got it right on the second time.
I feel like people with kids, dudes with kids, are where
there he is.
Podcast.
Retribution!
Dudes with kids are where a lot of that energy goes. So if you're going to be super fired up about sports in that sense, and then your team loses or wins, like, you still have to change your kid's diaper. You got to do whatever. So, like, it doesn't allow you to be as into it as I am without any children this afternoon.
That's why I keep telling Puerto and Tijuana. Because Mike,
you know what? I'm going to feel you, though, because I saw a clip of the late, great Kobe Bryant, as we remember Kobe this week, when the Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl. And one of his kids was a very small baby. And he's carrying around a baby, and he wants to go buck wild. And it's like, you better calm down. You got scared of the baby. So, yeah, I feel you, Nate. It's all right. I'm so passionate about sports.
Like, that's where the energy goes if you have children. And I don't have any children, so obviously.
I don't know. Chris still gets pretty hot when I bring up Packer stuff, and he's got 2 kids.
But he pretends not to, though. That's this thing, though. He pretends. Earlier today, when Green Bay was doing bad in the group thread, he was like, I'm playing video games with my kid. On the side, he's texting me like, hey, man, that was a big third down. We needed to
You know what though? My mom is like that. You know, she don't play. It's two people she don't play about: Serena Williams and Kobe Bryant. And when Serena's getting her ass beat, my mom is the most unbearable person you ever want to meet. You would swear that was one of my siblings or something. She be in here cussing. Yeah, so you and my mom could kick it because she's for real about her sports like that too.
I apologize for the first 10 minutes of the show talking about professional sports. Let's get into professional wrestling.
Wrestling, yes. Wrestling. Entertainment. We're going to talk about it. So we got a good variety of stuff this week. We got some Raw, some SmackDown. We got some AEW. We got some NXT UK, regular NXT. We're going to talk about Bianca Belair's Chronicle episode. And then Nate is going to drop us some heat. Get it? Some heat this week. And we're going to close it out with that. So gentlemen, where shall we begin? Pumps, you want to kick it off with AEW? We never start with AEW, so let's lead with that for once.
Sure, we can. I actually have to. I have some disclaimers that I'm going to have to get to here. First and foremost, and I'm kind of over this kid being on TV, Brody Lee Jr. No, that's all I'm saying. I'm kind of over the kid being on TV. It's sweet. It's sweet. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. It's nice. Yep. My heart aches for him. You know, I get it.
When it's on dark, I don't mind so much when it's on dark.
Yes. If it's on YouTube, if it's on Being the Elite, that's fine.
Yeah.
This is national television. People's livelihoods depend on you popping a rating.
Let's not keep trotting them out.
Yeah. Wait, they brought Brody's kid out again?
Yes.
Yeah, he had the whole first segment because it was his birthday, which they spawned a cake in the face spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not shitting on the kid.
Okay.
No, of course not.
I'm just saying.
I feel you. Let the kid breathe. Like, it's his dad. Let him.
Listen, if I was 8 years old and I was connected to Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage, I would be HARD to be on TV with them back in the 80s.
Of course.
But Vince McMahon ain't doing that. You know what I mean?
Listen, they didn't listen. Brian Pillman passed and they didn't trot Brian Pillman Jr. out on television.
True. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying it was the wrong thing to do that first week, but I don't know.
The first week was perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect. And then they even had him on Dark, which was on YouTube. I think that was dope. I just like, like we had your
Jordan against the Utah Jazz moment to take it back to sports. You had your game-winning shot to win the fight. Like, you nailed it. It was perfect.
Right.
I don't know. That's just me.
Okay.
You on that?
Did y'all see the Peter Avalon and Cody Rhodes match?
Apparently, I didn't.
I got some highlights from it.
Yeah. Did you
it down for us?
Yeah, I happened to put a picture in the group chat. I have this superpower, and Mrs. Pumps likes to give me shit about it, but sometimes it works in my favor. I tend to notice these weird, minute details from things. And this week in the Cody Peter Avalon match, I just happened to notice that Peter Avalon had some white powder in his nose. You can take, he had a little bit of, and it was up in there too.
Wasn't makeup either.
Yep. No, I appreciate it.
Listen,
Shay's got the graphic on YouTube. I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, listen, Peter Avalon had a Wednesday as similar as my Sunday this afternoon.
No.
I'm just kidding. Listen, I'm serious, but
the best part is I've sat on this for the whole week because no one's talked about it. What Culture didn't pick up on it. Cornette. Nobody picked up on it, so like now I plan on sending it to Conrad and
listen.
So breaking news with the Illuminerdi.
Listen, as a connoisseur
of professional wrestling.
Are we positive that's what it is?
I am so vanilla. Ironically,
I didn't see a baby power spot a la Cornet 89.
Huh?
Huh?
Just a dingbat. I'm in the group chat. What am I looking at? I don't even know what I'm looking at. And you're like,
Well, I read an article about it. Hi, Mom. And that's what the article said. That's how you get that powder up your nose, apparently.
It was looking sus. It was looking pretty sus, you know?
I knew what I was looking at. I just didn't know who the fuck the guy was.
Nate's like, who does this guy wrestle for? And I'm like, oh.
I was like, oh, I get it. Some dude was blowing lines in the back before he went out.
Nate's like, I get that he parties, but what is this on?
No, the best part of that whole exchange was, well, he just wrestled Cody Rhodes. Okay, I still don't know who this is.
Yeah, so who's he wrestle for again?
Okay, all right. Continue, Pumps, with the AEW breakdown, son.
Good highlight.
After that, we had a segment. We had a Moxley promo, which brought out Kenny and the Good Brothers. Moxley said that Kenny can bring anyone he wants from the city of Nashville. I just want to put that out there that my girlfriend will volunteer as tribute. And then
also, hey, are the Good Brothers the only guys from TNA that get to wrestle on AEW?
Currently, yes, but
it's like only if people have heard of you.
Well, see, the funny thing is the Private Party, which will bring us into my next point. Private Party is now the #1 contenders for the Good Brothers TNA tag belts.
That was a part of. I actually watched some of TNA this week, and I remember in the match they mentioned that they were the #1 contenders for the TNA titles, and I was went, wait, what? Like,
and you were like, who are they? Who do they wrestle for?
Yeah, fuck off. And I went, I don't understand. How is Private what is the Private Party ranking in AEW?
I have 6. I don't know.
So that's what I'm saying. So how does that work if you're AEW? You're like, oh, this team isn't good enough to be in the top 3 to us, but they're #1 contenders in your brand.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh, we lost Jay.
Left the show.
Jay said, you know what? I'm done with this. I can't talk TNA. TNA is a bridge too far.
Yeah. Listen, the new producer put her over the edge. I get it.
Yep. Well, let me stall for time and go into this while she's going. Oh, there she is.
Just kidding.
She's back, JK. Yeah, so on to the...
I wanted to leave when Shay started to produce this as well.
So onto the Private Party match. They had a match. It was a 6-man. There you go, 3 + 3. Hardy and Private Party against Seidel and is it Top Flight? Yeah, Top Flight. The new kids they got.
Top Flight because my buddy who I used to rap with did their theme song, and that's awesome for him.
Oh yeah, nice. The yeah.
Yeah, it's him and I apparently have had a weird falling out, and I don't want to get into it because I'll heal off on him. But
we don't need that. We don't need that.
But yeah. I'm very glad that happened for him.
We want success for everybody in 2021.
Just semi.
Yeah. So the match was, it was a high spot fest, but there was a highlight for me. Mark Quinn took off his little tuxedo vest, and I'm just going to read this thing. I consulted my friend who is a former bodybuilder. And this is a little something about gynecomastia. Apparently, men produced mostly testosterone and some estrogen. Women produce mostly estrogen and some testosterone. When men take chemicals, PEDs, or steroids, it creates more testosterone in the body artificially. But the body naturally, slowly produces less than it normally does because of a foreign chemical taking over. However, you have to cycle off steroids for multiple reasons, mainly so it doesn't destroy your body. When you stop taking steroids, your body isn't naturally producing testosterone because you have artificially induced it, which creates a need to take a PCT drug, post-cycle therapy. PCTs are important because they hold back estrogen in your body.
I was just about to say titties.
that you produce while your natural testosterone levels recover. Otherwise, your estrogen blows through the roof with nothing to hold it back, which creates gynecomastia, which is a fatty growth behind and around the nipple. Bitch tits. There's more to that, but I just wanted to...
Real talk. Ain't nobody talking about the Power Rangers nipples.
That's right.
For real.
So that is a brief snippet of what I got from my best friend, who happens to be a bodybuilder and would know about these things. Not that I'm saying that Private Party is on steroids or anything like that, but
you're not saying that he doesn't have titties right now.
I'm saying he has B cups legitimately, and he might want to look into an estrogen blocker next time he's coming off a cycle.
Or a bra.
Either or yeah, keep the vest on.
Different ring gear.
Yeah, keep the vest on. Maybe go with the D'Lo Brown flak jacket.
He's got to wear, like, what's that joint, like, what Mysterio, like what do the Brits call it, a singlet? Like the Mysterio type of, where it's like the pants and like a leotard type of thing.
Yeah, like Jack Swagger used to wear.
Yeah, like a double-shouldered singlet.
Yeah.
Exactly. So singlets, that's what's in for 2021. Singlets.
Hey, what? Okay, so since we're finishing up AEW, who won the last tag match?
The main event was just a clusterfuck.
Right.
It was blown spots left and right. Jericho blew a lion salt, almost landed on his neck.
Jesus.
They barely made it off the air in time, and I had to go back and watch it because I forgot. Like, it was, oh my God, they won, and we're off. Like, they made it within seconds.
Who?
Wow.
It was Jericho and MJF. They are the...
Shocking.
Yeah, I know. They're the team going forward.
The tag team, right? Because Jericho doesn't want to run singles.
Oh, well, no. If that's going to be his performance in the oof, no.
That's too much work. He tired.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, I think Layla Hirsch is my new favorite AEW women's wrestler. I'm just going to put that out there.
All right.
I watched. I think after. Fuck. What was the match we were talking about?
Private Party?
Yes. I think after that one, there was a women's match. And one of them was like fucking 4-3.
Yeah, that was Layla Hirsch.
Jesus pumps. Really, bro?
She was supposed to wrestle Nyla Rose.
It's hard to watch her in the ring, son. She's like a fucking Smurf.
Yeah, I know. It's bad. And she's my favorite. That's where I'm at with AEW.
Her neck barely even touched the top rope, son.
Yeah, it's bad.
All right, fair enough.
I'm not going to defend it. I'm not going to say it's good, but I mean that's where the AEW women's division is at.
And where was Nyla Rose?
I do not know.
Does she have the Rona?
Yeah, does she have the Nyla Rose?
Does she have the Nyla Rona? I don't know. Nyla Rona. I don't know. So that was all you need from AEW.
I wrote
wipe your nose and take an estrogen blocker is the takeaways from that.
Does anybody want to hear about Raw from December 21st?
No.
Not really. Pretty sure we covered that on the 28th.
Because 21 minutes of that and didn't realize I was watching. This is how fucking bad WWE is. I watched 30 minutes of December 21st Raw and didn't realize that it was not the correct week until a candy cane kendo stick came out.
And you're like, man.
Wait,
well,
that's okay. So who was wrestling on the episode? Who did you see?
It was Drew McIntyre and Sheamus.
Okay, Drew's got the Rona right now.
Yes, it was Drew McIntyre. I thought it was back quite early, but guess what? I kept watching. It was Drew McIntyre and Sheamus versus The Miz and Morrison.
Okay, well, that's not that far-fetched because that's kind of what they're doing right now.
Drew, Sheamus, and Keith Lee versus AJ, The Miz, and Morrison. That's where it was a 6-man.
Was our homeboy out there? Big Giant almost?
Yes.
Okay, well, all right. I won't give you too much grief because that's not very different from what's going on. So
tables with Christmas cakes and and I just went, this might not be right.
Honestly, there's only like 2 things that stood out with Raw this week, at least for me. One was Randy Orton in his burn mask, and it looked like they just took some ketchup from craft services and was like, put that on there. That's good. And
he
then
looked like Dick the Destroyer Buyer.
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of into it. I did see
I liked him doing it, but it just looked bad. Like they couldn't, all that makeup the women wear on WWE, and nobody could give them a better looking burn than that for somebody who got scorched to the face.
Yeah, it's one of those things where sometimes Hollywood, and I'm being in the industry, sometimes Hollywood does it how it really looks, and we're so used to how Hollywood looks that we then think that real life looks fake, if that makes any sense. So
Yeah.
for instance, if 5 police officers walk into a place where you're at, as long as you're, white, you feel good about it.
That's like the intro to a fantastic joke. Go ahead.
Yeah, 5 cops walk into a bar.
And they see one black guy and they say, no, I'm just kidding.
So 5 police officers walk in. In real life, of those 5 cops, their belts and the way they wear shit, almost every one of them is going to be different. Maybe 3 of them have one gun, 2 of them have a different gun, whatever, because that's just how real life is. Mm. But in Hollywood, if somebody calls me and they go, okay, for this scene, I need 5 LAPD officers, I send them 5 belts that are fucking uniform. Everything looks exactly the same, So I don't know that what Randy Orton's makeup looked like to be, I don't know. When was the last time you saw a real person with fucking 2nd-degree burns to the face? It's been a while since, you know what I mean? So I don't know if maybe that looked real, but to us, it didn't look real in the Hollywood set. I don't know.
He was looking like Vision from WandaVision.
I'm not defending
he was looking like Vision with a mask.
Nate's a WWE stan. I'm calling it.
Would you say, Pops?
I said Nate's a WWE stan. I'm calling it.
And okay, so that was cool. But one thing that is kind of weird to me, I love the whole character of the Fiend. I've been on the Fiend train the whole time. I really like the character. But it's like they took his whole swag and just gave it to Alexa Bliss. Like, what's the payoff for this? Like, that's cold-blooded. Because Bray was killing it. So, but they're going to take his whole swag and give it to her? Like, is he leaving? Like, what's up?
He's the Undertaker. They're just taking him off TV. He's getting a quick vacation.
They did burn a mannequin of him, so.
Yeah, you're right, Jay. I mean, listen, I miss him. I think Bray should be on TV every week. I think that they're Undertaker him, and he like him just being gone for months at a time is going to be a thing that happens.
Well, he got hella kids, so he probably got kids.
Speaking of kids, I still say Alexa Bliss is a pedo gimmick.
Oh.
It's, you know what? I'm not going to.
She's on a swing set in like a playground thing. She does a baby voice. She's got like a whatever that, I don't know.
It's looking, what's the little girl's name? John Bonet, little John Bonet. John Bonet. I don't know.
I'm just glad she's gonna wrestle soon, and she's gonna wrestle Asuka. And I think Alexa Bliss is a really good hand. I think Alexa Bliss. I think if Alexa Bliss was in fucking AEW, she'd be running shit.
I would have liked it. I'm gonna feel you. I would have liked if they kept at her doing that because she's good at it, but maybe her energy a little more Harley Quinn-ish than John Bonet-ish, you know, a little more womanly, a little more sexy-ish. I don't know. And then they had that whole segment where they had like the replacements for Oldberg and Drew McIntyre, since they're both out, and they had like these two guys come out and pretend to be them. I said, you know what?
Hey, Gilbert got another payday.
I am over it. I'm like, it's
Gilbert in 2021.
Gilbert looks very hot for a man his age, but it's like, bro, come on. Give us a break. And then we got to get replacements for them too.
Yeah, listen, one guy has COVID and the other guy is getting paid per appearance, right? That's the deal.
Man, I guess they keep. WWE is like turning into Geico. Like, you know how Geico brings back all the old retro people for the commercials? Yeah. Like they got Billy Blanks and tag team right now. It's like,
hey, not gonna hate today. I said I think it's fantastic that the tag team got a payday in that commercial.
They sure did. They only had that.
Loved it. Right?
And that's a national commercial. So they not to mention the streaming. Mention the streaming from people like, oh, that's my joint. Let me go stream it.
I was for it. Super for it. I think that's fucking cool. The tag team got.
I'm gonna follow them on Twitter. I'm gonna holler at them. Okay, so that's that for Raw. Okay, SmackDown, to keep it real short and sweet. The push Bianca Belair train is in full effect. I'm here for it. The obstacle course was great. My girl is the EST. She was killing it. They're just, build her up to this thing with Sasha. Take your time. Do it right. I like the thing she did with Bayley. It was hilarious that she was carrying Otis on her back. Like, she is strong as hell. So that was real cool. And then Bayley getting her CrossFit Queens on. And then Roman Reigns, you are so fine. You are so beautiful. And you are killing it. You should have been doing this the entire time. Roman Reigns called Adam Pearce a pussy. He was clowning him for never making it in WWE. I am here for bad guy Roman.
Yes, and after I had stopped December 21st Raw, because obviously we weren't going to talk about that this week, I went and started watching this week's For Real. And I actually stopped right around that time, and I loved that Adam Pearce was faking the leg injury, and it was card subject to change. Like it sucks. I almost feel like I need to start watching SmackDown instead of Raw, just for Roman.
It's better.
And I love that KO wasn't on TV for like the last 2 or 3 weeks, right?
Like 2 weeks. Like, well, no, just a week. I think just a week.
What, really? Because
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
So I think it's good they kept him off, and then he's like, "Oh, by the way, we tore it down at TLC, and now guess what? We're doing it again at."
I love it. I love it. They can keep it going. KO is killing it. They can keep this shit going all the way through WrestleMania, because there's really not anybody else. They could pull in a whole bunch of things. Have Sami Zayn flip it up and go be on KO's side again. Right. Help him out. Like, they could do a whole thing. But Roman, you are chef.
He's crushing it.
Crushing it. And that's all I got for WWE. So, yes. Good job. Good job, KO and Roman and Bianca and Bayley. You were hilarious.
There was another promo with Lacey Evans and Ric Flair.
Oh, God.
Right? Where she's just like, oh, they don't call him the dirtiest player in the game. And I'm just like, what are we doing?
It's the sprawled out on the couch with his robe on for me. I'm like, ugh, that's nasty.
Yeah, I just, it's not that. It's like, if he wasn't Charlotte's dad, I would think it was almost funny and I would be with it. I just nobody buys it. At all. It's just not. it just seems like a sad cash grab. Like, we're just gonna try to do whatever we can with this legend. You know what I mean? And I don't want to say it's because AEW puts 7 legends in the manager role a week on Wednesday, for fuck's sake.
Oh no, Sting's about to have a match.
He is?
Sting and Darby Allin are about to tag team.
Oh, and they're just gonna have Sting come in for a couple splashes.
I think it's gonna be a cinematic.
Oh, okay.
You think AEW is gonna dive into the cinematic?
Their last effort was the tooth and nail fiasco, so I hope it's better than that.
Okay, well, when they do it, we got to watch it all together as a family, so we can talk
with that.
Okay, Pumps, let me ask you this as our resident Encyclopedia Britannica when it comes to wrestling.
Okay.
What is it about Lacey Evans that I'm missing? Why do they insist on trying to shove this woman down our throat? Like, what?
Because she's a tall blonde, and that's Vince's hard on fuel.
Tall blondes. Carmella's not blonde anymore, but there is Carmella, and then there's Nat. Well, we know he ain't messing with Natalya. I don't see why Natalya even still works there. Natalya
could go to AEW and be the champ right now, and it would be dope.
Kill it. There's Mandy Rose, there's Dana Brooke, but Lacey keeps getting that push, and I think, Mandy is just as good as she is.
Yeah, I mean they're all, but that's the thing, they're all interchangeable. None of them stand out. The only one that stands out is Charlotte.
Yeah, true. Shoot, and I don't mess with Lana. Even Lana, at least Lana was kind of good on the mic, so I could deal with that. And then they've got you know what? I said I was going to kick it to 2 points. I'm not going to, I'm gonna let me rein myself in. So yes, that's all I have for WWE.
I think Lacey, and it's gonna sound like I'm gonna be mixing her.
Woman, whenever they last did show, I saw her on a dark show here. No, she was on a TV show. She's a gorgeous woman, gorgeous body. She clearly fit and athletic, but it's just something. It's just not. I don't know if it's her gimmick, if she needs a whole new gimmick or what. Like, keep the Southern thing, but the Southern Belle thing is kind of dumb because now the whole thing about her gimmick was, these women are so nasty. They're so nasty. Southern Belles are not supposed to be rolling around with the homegirl's daddy, at least not as part of the main story. Come on now, Southern Belles. My mama is a Southern Belle, and she's about as prudish as you can get. Like, maybe if they flipped it like that and made Ric Flair be his true, authentic, lecherous self, then the juxtaposition might be kind of funny and cool. But it's just I don't know. I'm thinking too hard.
Those were 2 dynamic big words, and juxtaposition. And what was the other one?
Lecherous
and juxtaposition. I'm writing that down. I'm gonna use that in the rap. When you hear that on cannon fodder, I'm all about 3-syllable words, Jay, and you just really delivered a pair of them.
My bad, but yeah, I need them to smarten it up to dumb it down better.
I think
intentional. I don't know. Women in the writers' room again. That's my thing for this week. Again, put women in the writers' room.
I think if you changing Lacey Evans as the Southern Belle is like what they did with Lana, where they changed her from the Russian to everyone knew that she's not a Russian.
No. I still want her to be a Southern Belle. I want her to be a Southern person. But I would rather if she was almost like a hillbilly, with guns and a little low-key mafia. At least that'd be a little interesting,
A little less plantation owner's wife and a little more, you know what I mean?
Storming a Capitol,
That's what I'm saying. Wasn't trying to get across boundaries, but that's what she sounds like.
And I mean, if we're gonna keep it a buck, that is on brand for WWE. So it's not like that's far fetched.
So fair enough. So I think that they tween that line. I think that they're trying to maybe, appeal to those other 70 million Americans like Pumps.
Or make her a military girl. She's a real Pumpsy trying to call him something. He calls him.
No. Pumps lives in the South and he's a liberal, so I really like to shit on. I try to pretend that he's not.
I swear to God, I love it, and the mustache makes it even all the more grand. It makes it all the more grand.
Stop the steal, baby.
Yeah.
I would think, make a military girl.
Count. My favorite part of the last 2 months was stop the votes, count the votes.
But don't count those votes.
Only these votes.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, Lacey, I don't want to sound like I'm hating, because I don't have like a disdain for her like I do some of the other performers where I'm just like, ugh. I just don't like what they're doing with her. And clearly she's probably not feeling it either, because her performance is not inspired. So she's probably not feeling it either. Like, make her tough. She's strong. She's fit. Give her something. Make her a military chick. Make her like, you know what? Damn this plantation.
Tammy, Street Fighter.
You feel me? Have her get on the CrossFit thing with Bailey. Maybe put her with Bailey. Have her getting all buffed up and turn her into like a Tomb Raider type of chick, like something like that.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. The new producer on our show is rubbing his eyes like he couldn't fucking care less about what we're talking about.
Because Lacey Evans has go away heat.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, nobody can see that, but I can, and that's just that's what it's like on this show. So just he's flipping me off. I love him. Here we go. See, we're firing you up, son.
And it's day number 1,847. It's not really that many days. Naomi, hello. Where are you?
I agree.
So we'll see. But yeah, that's it. That's it. Since we're talking about the women, Pumps, you haven't been on your thing this week about the women of AEW. I mean, we know you like Leela Hirsch, but how the rest of the ladies doing?
They're doing a women's tournament, which I can't wait for that train wreck to blow up going down the tracks. But some good women's wrestling this week was in NXT UK.
There you go.
Kaylee Ray versus Jenny with an I, so she already has heel heat with me. The ref from the Ilya Dragunov Walter match was in this, and he's my favorite ref in the business by far. He reffed this match. Jenny isn't great, but this match was edited well enough. I think AEW could definitely take a page out of that book. It was a really good 22-ish minute match. Kaylee Ray looked good.
22 minute? Was it?
It was main event.
I'm not saying women can't go 22 minutes. I'm just saying 22 minutes. Huh? Was the main event?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, and Kaylee Ray is on her 530-ish day as women's champ.
Right. She's on her CM Punk shit.
Yeah, no. She's really, really good. And she's just over there on an island on NXT UK. Nobody's really watching it, but it's worth checking her out.
Fair enough.
For sure.
And they had another guy, Tyson T-Bone. He has a really good.
Not part of Retribution.
Not part of Retribution. No, he's kind of a journeyman, older guy, but he's got a great look. He's kind of built like the Butcher in AEW, but he doesn't have a fantastic mustache. No, he's not in the good mustache club. But they jobbed him out to a Daivari statuesque kind of guy, so that was disappointing.
I want a T-shirt that's just Pump's mustache, and then it just has the Pump's license plate. It's just the Pump's license plate.
That would be amazing. I would wear that too.
Underneath it, Illuminerdi Wrestling Order. You know what I mean? I think Pumps is our key to good merchandise.
We're gonna design some for Ric Flair, especially that has the mustache in the front.
Yes, the front stash. Yeah.
Especially Rick.
Yeah.
A pump stash.
Once
pump stash.
once things get back to normal and we can actually go out and see shows and get together and whatnot, we're gonna do a t-shirt with all three of our faces on it. We're gonna do that. You hear that, Joe? You hear that? We're gonna make t-shirts worst rated show on the Illuminerdi.
But I bet you will sell the most merch. I bet you will sell the most clothing.
Bet your ass.
True. Did you guys see the
Don't leave us early, Shay. You can stick together with us. You can be here on the ground floor. You don't have to leave us like that piece of shit, Josh.
Apparently Nate's taking out his Packers angst on our producer.
All right, I'm sorry.
Also on the women's front, Priscilla the Tampon Girl debuted for WWE. Priscilla Kelly, she got famous by doing the Ryan blow pop spot, but with a tampon.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I didn't see that. What in the hell?
That was years ago. Priscilla Kelly, the Tampon Girl.
Bruh.
This isn't news. Like, this is years ago.
It's
not new. This is 2 years old.
We don't say tampon on this show.
The feminine hygiene product.
I haven't heard about it. It's news.
Okay. Well, she did a spot at one of those California. It was California show.
We're fucking nuts here, son.
Yeah. Well, so is she, because she did a feminine hygiene product spot. And made it appear used and shoved it in someone's face in a match. And she debuted for WWE this week under the name of Gigi Dolan.
Fair enough.
Which her husband is Darby Allin, so Gigi and Allin.
Oh, really? Oh, that's becoming a big thing here, right? Like where you sign like one person in a relationship and to one company, like Adam Cole and the dentist chick in AEW, and now we've got Tampon Girl and Darby Allin.
Yeah, Joey Janela's girl wrestles for WWE.
Wow.
I'm gonna need us not to weaponize our menstrual flows.
Well, I didn't do it.
That's number one. Whoever had her doing that. Number two, that reminds me of a great joke. And if we ever do a Little Dirty Wrestling Order OnlyFans show, I've got some great one-liners, but those are not appropriate for this platform. And the ideas and thoughts of the cast on this show do not reflect the thoughts and ideas of the Illuminerdi.
Very true.
I want
like ours.
I want a T-shirt that says, "I don't want to weaponize our menstrual cycle."
That's true. I'm here for that.
Stick around, Shay. Stick around, buddy.
We doing too. I'm doing too much. I need to drink because I'm just trying to be too smart this damn week. I need to bring it back down. Bring it back.
That show breaking down WandaVision ain't as entertaining as this. I'll tell you that much right now.
Yeah, they don't have fan theories about Priscilla the Tampon Girl.
I bet you. I'm going to look that up, and then I'm going to call them and say, do not weaponize our menstrual cycles.
Well, I don't think she'll do it in WWE, but you never know.
Or not. You never know. You never know. It might be on Raw. I don't think they could do that on Fox, but they might do some wild ass stuff like that on what is on a USA Network. You never know.
Oh,
and they not.
Speaking of USA, the agreement, NXT's agreement with USA is running out fairly soon because they signed a 2-year deal, and I believe NBC Sports is going away, so they're going to put the NHL in sort of the NXT slot.
Oh, maybe they might end up going to Peacock, which would suck because it's position based.
So NXT might be moving off of Wednesday night.
But if they do go to Peacock, I could probably get us some good guests.
They should hire fuck, I lost it. What's his name? He's a free agent.
Come on.
He's the Peacock. He's
Dalton Castle.
Dalton Castle.
But they better not, because I love him and I don't want him anywhere near there.
I know, but he's
Then
good.
they definitely need to hire him.
Oh, thanks. Also, the fight pit was hot garbage. Speaking of NXT, I didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
It had a shit finish. It was a good strong match, and then Tommaso Ciampa went for like a kick and got his leg caught in the post and had to tap out. It was terrible.
Come on now, are you serious? That's how they.
Yes. That was the end.
Okay, he deserves better than that. I'm gonna feel you.
Whack.
And then they're teaming up in the Dusty Classic, which I still don't understand what WWE and Dusty Rhodes have to do with tag team wrestling, but
it's the Dusty Classic, Pumps. That's what they have to do with. If that was in Japan, you'd be into it.
Yeah, because all the times Dusty Rhodes was in a tag team on WWE television.
Doesn't matter. It's about the big giant boot.
Damn right.
It's about the big giant boot trophy.
Yeah, he was famous for throwing those legs, those big boot legs.
He got his leg broken in a parking lot.
Oh.
Yeah, that was on WWE.
Oh, that's right. It wasn't.
Yeah, and his tag team run with Magnum. Oh wait, that was in Crockett. Yeah.
I hate you. Hey, have you been listening to 1986 Shivani? What happened when? Yeah, there it is. You really haven't been listening to Pumps?
Not yet. I got them downloaded. I just haven't.
They're 3 episodes in. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Listen,
No,
I'm not trying to show for another show.
No, my work truck needed to get worked on, so I didn't have my aux cord for the last couple weeks. But
yeah, it's really good. I'm not trying to show for another show, but what happened when with Tony Schiavone and Conrad Thompson? They started at the beginning of the year. They're going through all 1986 NWA / Crockett Wrestling, like their weekly show, and commenting on it and rewatching it, and it's really, really fun to watch the show and listen into Tony Schiavone's commentary, who was there when it happened. It's really interesting.
All right.
All right.
Before we end up in tonight, I would be remiss. Let's give the kudos to this beautiful woman right here. If you haven't gone to WWE Network and watched her chronicle, huh?
Which beautiful woman are we talking about?
The one on the left or the right?
Yeah, the left or the right.
Oh, okay, sure. I'm phenomenal too. But the beautiful Bianca Belair, her chronicle episode is so good. I had no idea about these things about her, about eating disorders and just all these different things that she went through. Man, you just never know about the backstories of these wrestlers, how they get there. It's excellent. It's excellent. I learned a lot about her. She is something else. She's still over there sewing all her ring gear before every show and doing all the things for herself. And I love it. I love it, girl. I'm here for all the pushing of Bianca Belair.
Yeah, it was a really great story.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, it's
really good.
It's really on the network right now, right?
It's like 20 something minutes. It's a quick watch, but it's a good watch.
The network's documentaries are always really, really good, unless it's on Goldberg and he pretends that he likes wrestling. And
they haven't done the Luger yet, and they haven't glossed over the Bulldog story, so those will be shit shows, I'm sure.
That's true. That's true.
You know how I feel about Lex Luger. I can't wait to talk about that. Oh, I'm in a wheelchair now. Good, you deserve it.
You killed Miss Elizabeth.
Facts.
Hey, do you either of you know who this guy is? Is he on any of the platforms currently?
No.
Can't say that I do.
I can't remember who this guy is because when I went to the Performance Center, they let us watch people practicing, like promo class is what they call it. And so they're practicing, and I couldn't remember what his name is. That sister was in the Mae Young Classic, but I don't know what that guy's name. And I've been trying to remember, and I'm like, anybody will know. You guys will know. But
yeah,
he won't be on any.
Yeah, I'll defer to Pumps on that one. I don't.
I can probably find out.
Yeah, I'll send you a screenshot, and you guys can get it cracking for me because I want to know what happened to him.
Any predictions on the Royal Rumble before we get out of here?
Oh,
It's next week.
Bianca's going to win the Royal Rumble and for the women, and I think that for the men, it'll be someone random. I think it'll be Big E. I think Big E. Those are my predictions for the Royal Rumble. Bianca Belair and Big E.
I'm going that Edge is definitely coming back because Beth has been in Florida to do in-person stuff for NXT, which she hasn't been doing. So I'm assuming they're all down there quarantining with the kids and everything. So I think an Edge comeback is all but guaranteed. I think it's going to be a guy on the Raw side to win the Rumble. I'm not sure who that is, but I don't think you want to just shove someone into a program with Roman. I think you want to. That's the money match for whoever it is.
That's not a bad idea.
He needs to have a strong program. You can't just be like, oh, you won the Royal Rumble, now you're in a feud.
Yeah, we don't even fully know who Big E is yet, so I could see that.
Why couldn't that feud be Edge?
Because Edge still has unfinished business with Orton.
Oh.
But Orton's doing the thing with the Fiend. I don't know.
Right. I'm gonna go with Alexa Bliss in the women's Rumble. I think is she even in it? Fuck, I don't know. I say that.
Yeah, I think she's not. I thought they said
I don't know why she wouldn't be.
No, she's not in it. That's right. I'm thinking about Crazy from the Iconics. Got those right in it.
She's wrestling Asuka, right, for this belt.
That's right.
But maybe she could be in it too. I don't know. She might. Whatever. I'm still going Alexa Bliss. Surprise. And for the men,
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, right. Like, Tyson Fury. Like, I don't know. I just
He's
wish
gonna slip his way through it.
Yeah.
fucking Samoa Joe is gonna take his necktie off and come. I mean, I just
love that.
yeah. I don't know. I hope Jeff Jarrett shows up and comes down and swings a guitar at somebody, because we didn't talk about Jeff Jarrett showing up and giving his fucking prediction on the Drew McIntyre Goldberg match that nobody wants.
Yeah.
Nobody cares what you think, Jeff.
Popped up.
Like, they had Jeff Jarrett give his prediction like people gave a fuck. It's like, bro, the last time we saw you in the WWE, you got beat in a homemakers match against China. Like, settle
For $275 though.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
Jarrett didn't raise no fool.
Nope. Yeah.
I'd like to see Rhea Ripley win the women's Rumble.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
That's a good
she'd
prediction.
be my pick. As far as the men, like I said, I think it's somebody from Raw. But other than that, me.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right. Well, I think that, man, look at us. Okay. Good show, men. Good show. Before we close out for the night, Pumps, holler at the people.
Yes. Pump61 on Instagram. I'd like to thank Mrs. Pumps for taking care of the brows this week.
All right.
Got that situated. Big shouts to her. And please don't run away with Kenny Omega, because I don't know how to cook.
Run away where? Shopping. Anyway, and over to you, Nate. Holla at the people.
Yeah, I am not real thrilled that the Green Bay Packers lost today, and I'm still trying to get over it. But you can find all of my stuff at Nathan Has Skill on Instagram, on Facebook. I do a thing 5 times a week called Apparently This Is News.
Where he accepts submissions.
Yes, I accept submissions. If you think something is a news story that you think is funny or interesting that you would like me to comment on, send it to me. I got a new single out called Laundered Words. I got a new album coming out in March called Cannon Fodder. So we're doing things. We're talking wrestling, we're writing raps, and we're doing comedy. Let's go.
Yes. I'm going to come in for, a feature, but I have to learn how to use lecherous and juxtaposition in the same rap. So I'm going to start working on that.
I'll have that done immediately.
Let me see. It would have to be like all Wu-Tang, Obama topically, Socrates philosophies. It'd have to be like something like that. So, I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on my 16 this week, and if it's tight, I'll drop it next Sunday. You will get it first here. My hot 16. But follow me, Giandra LaBeouf, on Twitter, Giandra_LaBeouf on Instagram, and my YouTube channel, Back Culture TV. And remember to follow the Illuminerdi everywhere, Instagram, Twitter. Go to the website every day with their little Power Ranger stories or whatever. Yeah. But they're
Shout out Illuminerdi. Shout out Illuminerdi. They're good. Shout out Illuminerdi. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have this platform. And I know I comedically shit on them or whatever, but for real, go watch all their stuff. It's really good. It's really informative if you're in this subculture. So yeah.
This is what you should do. I've got a task for everyone this week. Go to your YouTube in the morning, put your computer on, put it on the Illuminerdi YouTube channel, go to the most popular playlist, press play and hit mute and let that bitch run all day long.
100%.
And they won't see any of our videos.
hit play, and just listen. Just mute the Star Trek and the Power Rangers videos.
Just watch us. That's all that really matters. Just watch us. And we'll come up with more ideas for wardrobe that we'll never create. So thank you, everybody.
We're trying to get Shay a better job.
I know.
We're trying to get him, listen, that's the Illuminerdi Wrestling Order's whole shit. We're trying to make producers.
Yep.
All right. So we're trying to listen. Josh moved up, that son of a bitch. Mm-hmm. Josh moved up. Here we are. Listen, you might look at this as a negative. Turn it into a positive, buddy.
Okay, well, you're like the graveyard guy. Think of it like that. Or like, when they like when they send surgeons to like hospitals where people have a lot of wounds and there's like sewing up a gang of gunshots. Hey, it's not cyanide, but you can sew the hell out of a gunshot wound.
Yeah, that's right.
Think of us as those guns.
You can't get any lower than us.
You can't get any lower than us. There's only one way up from here, and it's up.
Exactly. So like 6 months he's gonna get promoted, and then like Nick Jolly will be assigned to us, or someone else will be assigned to us to do all this, and we could drive her crazy. So
let's do it.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. Next week's Royal Rumble, so we'll be all over that. And make sure you tune in. Bring your predictions and your best hot takes. Maybe we'll read some hot takes on this show. Tune in, everybody, and